Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture number 3 of chapter 11, Human Eye and the Colorful World. In this lecture we will learn about the defects of eye, and 3 defects we will learn here: myopia, hypermetropia and presbyopia. I hope you are understanding the chapter well. In our previous classes we have learnt about the structure and functioning of all parts of the human eye, and we have seen the diagram also. Then we have learnt about the power of accommodation. In this video lecture, we will learn about the defects of vision and their correction. So there are 3 defects of vision, and these are myopia, which is also known as nearsightedness. Second is hypermetropia, and the other name is farsightedness, and the third one is presbyopia. So about these 3 defects we will learn in this video lecture. So my dear students, sometimes the eye may gradually lose its power of accommodation. What is power of accommodation? That I have told you in my last lecture. Power of accommodation means power to adjust the focal length of eye lens so that we can see the nearby and far away objects clearly. That is called power of accommodation. That ability is called power of accommodation. And when this power gradually lose, then the person cannot see the objects distinctly and comfortably. So it means there are some defects. If this power is reduced, the objects cannot be seen distinctly and comfortably. So the vision becomes blurred due to the refractive defects of the eye. And these common refractive defects are myopia or nearsightedness, second hypermetropia or farsightedness, and third presbyopia, which we will learn now. Now, these defects can also be corrected. How they can be corrected? They can be corrected by using the spherical lenses of suitable power. Means the specs which we use to correct our defects of eyes. So we will see the corrections also of these defects. So let's move to the first type of defect, and that is known as myopia. My dear students, you have to do all these 3 defects very minutely and pay attention towards it, because it is a very important topic. Myopia, its other name is nearsightedness, and its definition is the person with myopia can see nearby objects clearly but cannot see distant objects distinctly. It means the person can see nearby objects, but if the object is far away, the person is not able to see the things clearly. And in this defect, the person with this defect has the far point nearer than infinity. In my last lecture, I told you about the far point. Far point means the farthest point, the maximum distance at which a normal eye can see clearly and distinctly. That is called far point. And for normal eye, the far point is infinity. But if the person has myopia, it means he is not able to see the far away objects clearly. It means his far point becomes nearer than infinity. It means his far point is not infinity. Now what is infinity here? My dear students, the farthest point at which you can see comfortably, that is called infinity. And for normal point, the normal eyes, the far point is infinity. But the person who has myopia, he cannot see the objects which are placed at infinity. He can see the objects which are placed nearer than infinity. It means his far point is nearer than infinity. So this is the main point here, that if the object can be seen at infinity, it is normal eye. But if the person has myopia, his far point is not infinity. It becomes some other point which is nearer than infinity. So then we can say the person has the defect which is called myopia. It means such person can see the clearly up to some distance only. It means a distance of only few meters. He cannot see up to the infinity, at which distance the normal eye can see. So this is the definition of myopia, that it is known as nearsightedness, and the person can see nearby objects clearly but cannot see the far away objects distinctly. Now the image, where the image will be formed now, because now the image will be formed before the retina, in front of the retina. In normal eye, where was the image formed? Image was formed on retina. This I have told you, and in the functions of the all parts of the eyes. At retina, the image is formed. But if the person has myopia, the image will not be formed on retina. It will be formed in front of the retina. It means he will not be able to see the things which are placed at infinity, because the image is formed at behind that in front of the retina. So how this defect is arised? It means what are the reasons of this defect? What are the causes? First cause is excessive curvature of the eye lens. It means curvature of the eye lens becomes large, maximum, and elongation of the eyeball, and the size of the eyeball also becomes large. So these are the two causes of this defect, that curvature of the eye lens becomes large and the eyeball, the size of the eyeball also becomes large. Then the image is formed in front of the retina and the person is not able to see the things which are placed at infinity. So how this defect can be corrected? This defect can be corrected by using concave lens of suitable power. Why? Because concave lens is which lens? Concave lens is diverging lens. So it will again place the image at retina. It will diverge the rays and the rays will now meet at retina. So now by these diagrams you can see the far point of the myopic eye. This is the far point of myopic eye, and this is O dash is the far point of the normal eye. And if we place a concave lens, then this defect can be corrected and the image is formed on retina. So these diagrams, definition and correction, you have to do this. So this was the defect myopia. Now let's move to the another defect, that is called hypermetropia. My dear students, hypermetropia, the other name is farsightedness. The other name of myopia was nearsightedness and it is farsightedness. And if the person is suffering from hypermetropia, he can see the distant objects clearly but cannot see the nearby objects distinctly, means clearly. It means the person can see nearby objects, cannot see the nearby object distinctly, and can see the far away objects clearly. It means it is just opposite to the myopia. So if you learn myopia, and just opposite of that is hypermetropia. Now such person has the far point away from the normal near point. What is a normal near point? That is 25 centimeter, means the minimum distance at which the normal eye can see clearly. That is 25 centimeter. But if the person is suffering from hypermetropia, its near point will become farther from 25 centimeter. You have seen also that such a person has to keep the reading material much beyond 25 centimeter from the eye for comfortable reading. It means he wants to read anything in a newspaper or any book, he will keep the material away from 25 centimeter. So it means he is having hypermetropia, and it means the image will be formed behind the retina. In this case, the image will be formed behind the retina. In myopia, image was formed in front of the retina. Here the image will form behind the retina. You can see in the diagram also. So it is just opposite to the myopia. And now what are the reasons, what are the causes of this defect? The causes are also opposite. In this, the causes are the focal length of the eye lens becomes too long because the rays are meeting behind the retina. It means focal length is increased of the eye lens, and the eyeball becomes too small. The size of the eyeball becomes small. In myopia, the size of eyeball was becoming large. In this, eyeball is becoming too small. So these are the causes of hypermetropia. Now, how this defect can be corrected? This defect can be corrected by using a converging lens, which can make the rays to meet at retina. Just now the rays are meeting behind the retina. We have to keep a lens in front of the eyes, which can meet the rays at retina. So we will use which type of lens? Converging lens. And what is the converging lens? That is convex lens. So it means this defect can be corrected by using convex lens of suitable power. So this is the correction. And eyeglasses with converging lens provide the additional focusing power, because we need additional focusing power. We need to have converging lens. So converging lens will have less focal length. So we will use convex lens in this case to correct this defect. So then the image will again be formed on retina. So this was all about hypermetropia. In the diagrams also you can see the image was formed in hypermetropic eye. The image was formed behind the retina. Now it is forming at retina by using the convex lens. Now next type of defect we will see, that is presbyopia. My dear students, presbyopia, it is mainly the old age defect. It means the power of accommodation of the eye usually decreases with aging. It means in old age the power of accommodation. Power of accommodation means the ability to adjust the focal length of the eye lens, that decreases in old age. And for most people the near point gradually recedes away. It means it is old age hypermetropia, and they find it difficult to see the nearby objects comfortably and distinctly without correcting eye lens. So it means this defect is called presbyopia. And why this is caused? This is caused due to the gradual weakening of the ciliary muscles and diminishing flexibility of the eye lens. It means there are the reasons, because this defect is due to old age also, and in old age the person has the ciliary muscles become weak and the eye lens becomes less flexible. It means it will not be able to adjust its focal length comfortably. So this defect will be erased. And sometimes what happens, the person may suffer from both myopia and hypermetropia, and in that case he will require bifocal lenses. In bifocal lenses what we will have? We have concave lens also and convex lens also. And concave lens is in upper portion, which facilitates the distant vision, and lower portion is convex lens, which facilitates the near vision. So this was all about the 3 defects. I hope you've understood. And let's move to the question answers in text questions of page number 190. It is first question, what is meant by the power of accommodation of the eye? This I have told you. The ability of the eye lens to adjust its focal length is called accommodation. This is the definition of accommodation. And in second question, what is the second question? Second question is, a person with myopic eye cannot see the objects beyond 1.2 meter distinctly. What should be the type of the corrective lens? So what will be the corrective lens? Because it is myopia, so which type of lens will be used? The lens will be used concave lens. Now in third question, what is asked? It is asked that what is the far point and near point of the human eye with normal vision? What is the far point? Far point is infinity and near point is 25 centimeter. So in this third question we have to write the far point and near point. Far point is infinity and near point is 25 centimeter. So these are the 3 questions. And then fourth question is, a student has difficulty reading in blackboard while sitting at the last row. So what is the defect? Defect is myopia. And how can it be corrected? It can be corrected by using concave lens. So this was all about today's lecture. Thank you.